Hello and welcome back to Syberia. Let's continue the journey for Hans Wahlberg. Oh, no Oscar.
Kate Walker! Kate Walker!
Oscar, what's going on? Why has the train stopped? Where are we?
The springs of the train are unwound again, Kate Walker. As for the question pertaining to our geographical location, I really haven't the slightest idea.
Well, we'd better get looking for a winding machine, my dear Oscar. I hope that this place actually has one.
The air here is so polluted that I could not possibly risk leaving the locomotive. My joints might corrode irreparably.
Right. Let's see. Let's hope Hans Varlberg once lived here as well. Maybe he planned for his locomotive's unplanned stop and installed a winding machine as well. Otherwise, it's not looking great for the rest of the journey.
Do not forget that Hans Vorarlberg is a genius in the true sense of the word.
But is he a genius with a sense of forward planning?
We will find that out when we find the winding machine.
My God, Oscar, what would I do without you? We just keep stopping. When will we ever get to the end of this journey?
Simply wind up the spring and we can set off immediately.
From your mouth to God's ears.
Let's
See
go.
you soon, Oscar.
I shall stay right here, Kate Walker.
See if we can roll. Do I have a cylinder? It's in the joint. In the heel. Yeah. Key of some sort. What is the purpose of this machine? Is it a mine? Not cranes because the crane arms. bloody hell, stop going out of the screen. Sure. I want to walk down. That's going to later. Whoa, that face. Oi!
Hey, you there!
Fellow with the red jacket, what the heck are you doing? Oscar!
My God, Oscar! Oscar, talk to me! Are you okay?
Why, it is absolutely inadmissible, intolerable, and indescribable. I have been attacked.
What do you mean you've been attacked?
My hands! I no longer have them. They have been stolen.
My God, you haven't got your hands! But
Oh
who
shit!
did this? What's going on here?
You're so the
We
fellow.
can be sure of one thing, Kate Walker. That this heinous crime was committed by a barbarian. A dysfunctional individual whose behavior lacks all finesse.
Did you get a look at your attacker? Tell me exactly how it happened.
I was standing here polishing up my metalwork. I was just thinking that with all the dust in the air, it would be a good idea to...
Oscar!
I was very busy, and I suddenly felt two powerful arms grab me from behind and tie me up before I had the chance to defend myself. I wanted to call out, but my attacker gagged me before I could emit the slightest sound. Then he dismantled my hands with a terrifying pair of pliers. It was horrible.
I can believe it, my poor Oscar, but did you see him?
He was a real barbarian, I tell you. He had bloodshot eyes, steel teeth, and brown scaly skin, and he emitted foul odors. He was a monster, Kate Walker, a real monster, and he had a weapon.
Oscar, please calm down. Everything's going to be all right. Right, I'm done. Take care of yourself, Oscar.
Good luck, Kate Walker, and don't forget me.
How are you, Oscar?
Apart from the fact that I am incapable of drinking a cup of tea, of reading the paper, of scratching my nose, or even of adjusting my spectacles, everything is fine. Thank you for asking, Kate Walker.
Right, I'm done.
Good luck.
Ew. Everything fits in the jacket. Fits in the jacket.
My dear brother, What joy to have news of you after your long silence during the war years. So, you're working for the Russians now. I tell you, we've been hearing some worrying stories about them here. Just your description of that dingy factory makes me cough. But it's so good to hear that your talent is being recognized for its true value, and that your automaton creations are taking the place of workers for all those menial jobs. I'm so proud that Vorarlberg automatons are making such a contribution, even if it is small, to the improvement of people's lives.
Meanwhile, back in Valladolid, we've been licking our wounds after the war years. Some people have returned, others not. Life is slowly coming back, but it's taking time. All my love, Anna.
Let's find the mystical person who took Oscar's hands.
That door is locked. I've got to find another way around.
So I get to go up there. I need to find something else before this. I don't remember. I'll be going up. Open a window with a can opener. Whoa.
I can't go that way.
Big factory. Was it everything? Excuse me. really don't like mood through screens. And as soon as you turn on the computer, okay, but hello. Or something else.
Hello? Hello?
Kate, it's Dan. Can you hear me?
Dan, is that you?
Of course,
I
they
can't
call
hear
it
you so good. Dan!
in a mine.
Hey, Kate, let's talk. It's about the last conversation. Are you still mad at me? Come on, it's important.
Dan, you're breaking up. I'll try and call you when I get out of this mine.
You... Kate! Come on, what's happening? Listen, we've got to talk.
Look, the line's just getting worse and worse. I'm hanging up.
Of course.
If that's going to work, it looks like...
Ooh, awesome.
I don't want to touch it, in case I break it.
I want to look. What?
That door is locked.
Not fun. And not anymore. Outside? Inside? I can take this side, but I need a screwdriver. Oscar chance, but it's locked down. Okay, that's new. Okay. Who the hell are you, you thief?
Hey, you! Who are you? Careful, I'm warning you. I'm not afraid of you, okay? What do you want? Why did you do that?
There must be some misunderstanding.
Because you reckon theft is all about misunderstanding, do you? Give me my hands back. Now!
Your hands? And what are those on the ends of your arms? I can explain everything to you. You see, I'm no thief.
You broke into my train, assaulted my driver, mutilated him, and stole his hands. Apart from that, you are not a thief.
I have not stolen them, miss. Only borrowed them for a while.
Of course.
You've got to be joking.
I'm not joking with you, miss. I would never take such liberties.
They belong to Oscar, my automaton engineer. Why did you steal them?
They are extraordinary. Real mechanical wonders. I would never have been capable of designing such hands myself. Never. Such workmanship. Such precision crafting. It is incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Incredible.
And just because you like them, you decided to steal them?
I have only borrowed them, little missy. Temporarily, you understand? Of course, I shall return them to you when I don't need them anymore. You can...
Excuse me?
You see, these hands are all I need to complete my plan. At last, I can finish off my automaton pianist and fulfill my dreams. Everything is now in place. You see, I have converted this old, useless, stupid factory into a magical theatre. As you can see, the furnaces, piping, chimney stacks, they've all been converted into one gigantic organ. I will be able to accompany the world's greatest living singer. Now all I need is her...
I'm sorry, I can't make heads or tails out of your story at all. Without my engineer's hands, I'm stuck here, you see?
Everything I have designed, all that I have invented, everything is for her. Do you realize? Her. Oh, to hear her sing one more time here in my factory.
But who is she? Who are you talking about?
Helena. The one and only Helena Romansky. Her voice is so pure, like an angel. One day she came here to Komkolsgrad. She sang here, you know, when our industrial city was in its heyday. Oh, so long ago now. It was almost unreal. It was magical. I remember it like it was yesterday. Then, later, a long time later, she saved my soul. She saved my life and gave it meaning. When I was told that the mining program was to be abandoned, that this industrial city was consigned to oblivion, that I, its director, would from then on be nothing but a guardian of these rusting remains of a bygone age, that is when I first formed my plan to bring Helena Romansky back to this factory. But this time, she would sing for me, and me alone.
And is she okay about this?
Sure. Once she finds out that I have done all this for her, when she realizes how I converted this vast network of pipes and tubes to create one of the most impressive organs ever made. Then, you know, this was no small achievement, miss. Once molten iron flowed through here. Now there wafts only beautiful melodies. But then I realized I had to make an automaton pianist. I began to despair that I would never create hands that were intricate enough. But then you arrived. So lucky, don't you think?
Yeah, that must have been a happy coincidence for someone around here. So, when will this Madame Romansky come back? When do I get my hands back?
I don't know. Maybe someone should look for her. Tell her. Hey, why don't you go? The quicker you bring her back, the sooner you can carry on your business trip. Now, isn't that a good idea?
And you promise that once Helena has sung, you will give me back my automaton's hands?
I promise, my dear. You have my solemn word.
Well, I guess I'm going to have to believe you. Where should I go hunting for this singer, then?
I have no idea. But for a woman of the world like yourself, finding her should pose no obstacle. Helena Romansky was a world celebrity, you know. I have collected many objects, souvenirs of her that I keep in a room. A shrine to her glory. It's like her own personal museum in a way. You should take a look.
This whole story is completely nuts. You mentioned an automaton pianist, didn't you? Where did you find it?
I pieced it together myself, my dear. Except for the hands, that is. I admit that I underestimated the intricacy of this part of the design. A pianist's hands are very important, after all. But enough. Now he has a perfect set of hands.
Your passion amazes me. Have you
It looks
designed
like
any
a
other
she.
automatons here?
No. Clockwork mechanisms do not interest me as such. I simply needed a robot capable of accompanying Helena Romansky on my huge organ. I adapted an existing model, a reject automaton secretary. I reconstructed it and adapted it to this new function.
An existing model, you say? Did you ever know Hans Vorarlberg? He was a kind of mechanical genius, like yourself.
Hans Vorarlberg? Yes. Or maybe... I don't know. No.
Sure, I understand. The number of automatons still functioning in this abandoned complex is amazing, though.
My dear, one thing is for sure. For many years, I have been totally alone here. If that man ever came to this city, he left long, long ago.
Yes, it
Please
is.
excuse me. I have to go now.
So be it.
Hi, Mom.
Kate! What? Have you seen the time? Why are you phoning me in the middle of the night?
Sorry, Mom. I forgot about the time zones. Did I wake you?
Well, of course you woke me up. I was sleeping deeply, too. I simply gotta get my beauty sleep. I've got an absolutely crazy day tomorrow.
I'm sorry. It's just that it's real important and urgent. I haven't got a lot of time.
Well, if it really can't wait till tomorrow, Munchkin, come on, tell your mommy what's up. No way I'm calling Dan for you, if that's what you want.
Mom, listen, please. I seem to remember you're seeing a Marovich or something like that at the moment.
No. Malkovich, Munchkin.
Malkovich.
Frank Malkovich.
Yeah, right. So, but he's an opera singer, right?
That's right. They say he had the finest voice of his time, my dear. Imagine that.
That's just great. So then he must have known a famous singer called Helena Romansky. She's Russian too. Please, if you can ask him if...
Start your answer. Frank knows them all. I'll just wake him up and let him tell you himself.
You mean he's...
Oh, Stu. Oh, Kate, listen, you're still there. Frank tells me he did hang out with a Romansky once, but it was platonic. You know those singers. She's a great soprano.
Great. Does he know where she went? Does she still sing? Where does she live?
1 second, Munchkin. You know? Oh. Frank says she was very ill and she withdrew from circulation. Really? Oh, what is... Oh, okay. She went to rest in some spa somewhere. He thinks it was called Arrowbad, but it was 15 years ago and he's not sure. And well, honey, when Frank wakes up, he always takes a little bit of time to get going, you know.
Thanks a bundle, Mom. And Frank, too. You're both fantastic. Love you both. Thanks again. Catch you later.
What now?
Hello?
Did I wake you up? I can't sleep at all. This whole business just keeps turning round and round in my head.
What business, Dan?
But Kate, that argument we had, have you forgotten? I really need to talk about that again.
Oh, you know, I guess we were both a little high-strung, that's all. But don't sweat it, okay?
Yeah, sure. Getting carried away never solves anything, does it? I must say I felt really dumb when I hung up.
Really?
Yeah, I left the door to my office open and I was convinced everybody around heard me.
I'm so embarrassed, Dan. Please say I'm sorry to your colleagues from me.
It doesn't matter, honey. Promise me that you will never put me in that state again. You're usually so delightful. I have the impression that this journey is putting more than distance between us.
Well, it's true I'm living a whole load of new and amazing experiences.
Okay, I see. And still no Hans Vorarlberg?
No.
Keep me posted. You know how important you are to me. Hurry home, huh?
I'll try. Big hug, Dan. Director.
Ah, it is you, Miss Walker.
Director, I think I know where Helena Romansky is.
My God, you have found Helena? That is fantastic.
From my research, Helena Romansky is living in Arrowbad.
Arrowbad? Helena Romansky is in Arrowbad.
You know the town, then? You know where it is?
Of course. It was a famous spa resort. In its heyday, Arrowbad welcomed all the big wigs of the regime. To be granted a stay there was a real honor. Today, the honor has gone, along with all the generals and colonels. all washed away with the sea.
It sounds like a good place if you need to take it easy or convalesce.
I think Madame Romansky would be happier here. I think she'll prefer the peace and quiet here, the perfect tranquility of our little town.
You know, I could get there 10 times quicker if you gave me my automaton's hands back. Then I could use my train.
Out of the question that I tamper with my pianist now. Please understand, there are still 1 or 2 finer adjustments that I must make before Helena arrives.
How can I get to Arrowbad?
There is one way that you can. Here in the city, there are no suitable vehicles left. But that drunk old fool living up there, he'll have something.
What drunken old fool? You mean you're not alone? What's up there?
You mean you haven't noticed the space compound on the plateau? There's still some pathetic old soldier guarding it. But he's more interested these days in reaching for another bottle than reaching for the stars.
And you think this gentleman could have a vehicle for me?
I haven't the slightest idea. If you catch him on a good day, then maybe. But good days for him are far and few between. I wish you luck.
How do I get up to the space compound then?
There is a monorail that leads up to the Cosmodrome. When you are inside, I will activate the automatic pilot.
Okay, I'm going. Wish me luck.
I am counting on you, Miss Walker.
Hello?
Kate! Oh, that you? How are you?
Olivia, great, just the right person. Look, have you heard of Helena Romansky?
No. Is she some Russian fashion designer?
Almost.
Oh, she's a singer. I'm going to be meeting her soon. I've just got to find a way of reaching Arrowbad. Can you imagine how lucky I am?
Not really. Well, what relation's this singer got with the toy co-case? You sure you know what you're up to, Kate? You sound really different, like you're changing or something.
Look, it's like this. If I'm going to get to the end of my journey, I've got to link up this singer and the director of the Komkalsgrad Industrial City. Don't worry, I know exactly what I'm doing. Why did you say that I've changed?
I don't know, just an impression. You sound more sure of yourself, like stronger, more confident.
And that's a problem?
There you go. Just takes one word and you're up on your high horse. I'm beginning to see Dan's point of view. It's getting harder and harder to back you up all the time.
What does that mean?
Well, it means that I had a drink or two with Dan, because he wants to talk. He feels a bit lonely, you see?
And what's he been telling you?
Nothing. He just has the impression you're slipping away from him. He can't see where you're coming from anymore. Like, we went to the movies the other day, and he said that you would have loved the film, but I told him that...
You mean you're dating my fiancé?
No, not dating, Kate. Just propping him up while you're away. All in a good cause. I can keep an eye on him for you at the same time.
What would I do without you?
Oh, you're jealous. Well, that's a good sign. That means you want him. Now, that he'll be pleased to hear.
You seeing each other again soon?
Tomorrow night. He invited me to dinner at the Goldberg. You don't mind, do you, Kate?
No worries. Look, I've got to go, Olivia. Take care.
Ay, 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 ay. Welcome to Russian Cosmodrome. Oh, was nothing there. Well, hell. Eagle! Let's see. This way. Run! 100% available, 100% aware. There's our cosmonaut.
Excuse me, sir. Sorry to disturb you, but yoo-hoo. Can you hear me?
3, 2, 1, contact, and we have liftoff. Oh, holy mother! A dame, a pretty dame on the launch pad.
Please, no need to worry, sir. Just do stay calm. I just want some information.
Watch what you're doing, sweetheart. We ain't got no information, no strategies, no plans to tell anyone, anywhere, anytime. Military regulations, you dig it, man?
I need to get to Arrelbad, and quick.
You go ahead, soldier. I'll stay here and keep you covered. I got the supplies here. Got to keep an eye on them. Tricky job, too, you know. All these bottles.
So many birds nesting around here. What attracts them all here like that?
Dumb birds. But at least a bird don't get bored, does it? See? They can fly. Them birds, geez, they can fly.
Sounds like you're jealous of them.
Well, maybe you're just right there. Because sometimes I like to let Soyuz loose and watch them circle for hours on ends. The birds, they crap themselves when they see him coming. Don't stop them coming back, though.
Soyuz?
Soyuz, ma'am. A silver angel. A savior who cleans our cosmodrome of them dirty rats with dirty wings.
Please, can you try and get a grip? I must absolutely find a way out of this industrial complex.
Jeez, me too. I've really got to get out of this dump, but not before I've had a little drink. Here, get your pretty little lips around this. Vodka. Tell me what you think.
Do you have a vehicle to lend me? I think I'd even test one of your rockets right now if I had to.
Dose my rocket. Hey, pretty dame, I'll drink it. Just a minute. We need a special. Something to blow you away. 3, 2, 1, contact, and we have liftoff.
Okay, that's enough.
What was that? Did you say something? Are our female comrades revolting or what? Oh, trouble on its way. Bottoms up. Power to the babushkas.
Babushkas.
I heard that maybe you could lend me a vehicle or something?
A vehicle? All our vehicles were picked up and shipped out to the borders years ago. General's orders. I say, let us raise our glass to this finest soldier this country's ever known, little lady.
I don't mean to offend you, but I'm not in the mood for a drink right now.
And you'll live to regret it to your dying days, sweetheart. To your health, while you have it.
Does the name Hans Vorarlberg mean anything to you?
Carlsberg.
Carlsberg?
Of course I know that name. But sorry, it's been a long time since I've seen something like that around here.
Vorarlberg. He's a person. I'm looking for him, and I think he might have come by here a few years ago.
Well, in that case, let us raise our glasses to this brave man and his very good health.
I came here by train, but I've got this mechanical problem. I had to leave the train down in the industrial zone. The director down there told me you were here.
Ah, Borodine, that dumb traitor. I tell you, he's gone over to the enemy, over to the dark side. It's terrifying, the darkness. Eating out his brain. The jerk.
That's maybe going a bit far. He is a little eccentric, I'll grant you that. But when you live on your own, cut off from the world for so long...
His brain's gone AWOL, I tell you. There's no darkness in my brain. I've got a cure. See? My secret antidote.
What
Go on, have some. It'll stop you getting a cold.
I don't think I'm in a high-risk category, but thanks anyway. I was going to... Forget it, it doesn't matter. He's too drunk to help anyone anyway.
I am not drunk. I have drunk. A little.
I have drunk. A little.
Strange. Sure, I left a bottle or two around here. I gotta get some air. Wall's getting pretty tight. We'll think about that blast off later, huh?
Are you okay, Colonel? Are you sure you're all right?
Yeah.
Be careful! Don't lean out too far or you'll...
Ah!
Fall.
I need a key.
Let's check out for the key. A key. Commercial Cosmodrome, the prototype program managed completely. Object program XP to define the forward spring loaded launch pad project. Oh. Comrades, subsequent inspection over last year, our comrades of commanders of the Command Space Commission have reached unfavorable conclusion concerning the Volberg project. Program XP25. Here is the findings. The Space Commission has convinced that House Operation will yield no concrete result capable of serving the military interest in our country or of advancing its space program. To its conscience, that project will only bring ridicule to our country and give a poor image for our nation's space industry abroad. 3. During the last few years, a long succession of fruitless attempts, Comrade Warburg has clearly demonstrated the limits of his knowledge of mechanical science. Consequently, we have ordered the irrevocable suspension of the program. It has been deemed counter-revolutionary, and we now withdraw all collaboration with Comrade Wahlberg. This decision has been approved by the Supreme Soviet, who adopted with a clear majority of the Central Committee Directive of April 15, relating the defensive cancellation of the Volberg spring-loaded launch pad project program XP25. The directive announced the provisionally closing the Cosmodrome and resign of Wallpaper program 25 XP 25 test pilots and elder domains. Council grad 25th April 1979. General Bush commander of the hospital. I missed something. Yes, of course I missed something. We need water. Wakey wakey! Wakey wakey!
Hey, what's happening? That's water you got there. Stop it! Now! You want me to drown?
No, not there.
Calm down, it's all right. Just a little wake-up call, that's all. You must have had quite a bit to drink.
Gee, you're right there. Not the first time either. Probably won't be the last. Man, my head. Please, could you whisper?
Please, do excuse me. But it was the only way I could think of to bring you back to your senses.
A little extreme, maybe. But I get the impression you're a lady who likes to see results.
Does Arrowbad mean anything to you?
Arrowbad. It's been a long time since I heard that name. It's a spa resort now. Top brass of the regime would go there. As well as convalescing soldiers, tired politicians, profiteers and racketeers, the whole caboodle. They'd go live it up, all expenses paid. One privilege I never got. Just 2 steps away from becoming the nation's hero, and no free holiday for me.
And where exactly is this place?
Further east. We never had to know where exactly. The airship was programmed to take vacations there. From here.
I came here by train, but unfortunately it broke down.
Someone? Who might that someone be? I hope you're not talking about Sergei Borodin.
Well, yes, I am.
Be careful, ma'am. He is not a rational man. He can be mean and...
He suggested I come and see you, actually. But I get the impression that he doesn't care much for you either.
I don't care what he thinks of me. All I say to you is, watch out for him.
There aren't many vehicles on this base.
When they decided to close the Cosmodrome, they towed all the useful equipment away.
It doesn't matter. I'll find some other way.
If I can help you, please, just ask.
Don't you find it strange to see so many birds in the Cosmodrome?
It's the iron rafters. I love them. Nowadays, they can enjoy a bit of good old peace and quiet here. So, of course, they turn up in flockloads. Sometimes I said Soyuz onto them. Just like the good old days.
Soyuz?
Soyuz is the last Golden Eagle left in active service. We had to get the dumb canaries out of the way before takeoff, so what did we do? Set the Eagle on them. And you should see them fly. Soyuz, he's like a cat among the pigeons. Magnificent.
Thank you so much for helping me. I'm sorry.
It's been great talking to you, ma'am.
Let's go talk to Soyuz.
Doesn't look like that works.
Go ding dong. Let's check quantum time. Anything. Nothing. Let's go back.
Sir?
My head.
Right, I'm on.
Don't you...
Nothing new.
This thing's jammed. I need a key.
Read this. Save. Let's run.
Sir? Sir?
My head.
Do you think the airship still works?
No idea. It's been so long since it was used.
And then I've got to learn how to use it too.
You won't have any worries there. It has an automatic pilot. Go visit if you want. Here's the key.
Thanks.
No, you give me the key. Hey, we got an airship. Check that out.
Right, I'm off. See you later.
Don't you worry about me.
Sir?
My...
Don't you find it strange to see
It's the...
Soyuz?
Saw you.
Right.
Don't you...
Doesn't look like that works. Doesn't look like that works.
Where did I go now?
There you are. I was looking for you. I've managed to trigger the autopilot mechanism, but the airship still won't take off. Do you know why?
Maybe. I've got some idea. But you look like you're a pretty good mechanic.
Let's just say that since the start of the journey, I've managed to get by and get to know Hans Vorarlberg's strange contraptions.
Okay. I have a deal to make with you. I've been living in this dumb launcher site for years. And I've always said that one of these days I'm going to the stars on that flying wing. And I better make that trip before vodka stews my brain. But I gotta know how it works. And you look like
You might have some clue at least. If you could help me get to the stars, I'll tell you how the airship works. What do you say? We got a deal?
Why not? I'll see what I can do for you.
Eject the launch pad. Need to go find probably his cabin and find some DNA. Nummer 8. Där är en. probably need to turn that down and it's in there.
Comrade Boris, I need a few drops of your blood.
Excuse me?
To get the centrifuge going, we'll need to analyze the pilot's blood. If you're going to the stars, you've got to be in good health, you see? That's why I need a blood sample. It won't hurt.
There's two things a good soldier is always ready to do. Drop his pants and spill his blood. Go ahead.
I'll only be needing your blood.
My pleasure, ma'am. Ow!
And not wash it. There. Could have do that earlier. Ah, fuck's sake.
Okay, I think I've figured out how it works. Get settled in and let's go. Colonel, are you all right?
Never been better. Head's spinning a bit, but I am used to that. I'm a professional pilot.
Ah. Bum, 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 bum.
Miss Walker! Come in, Miss Walker! Are you receiving me?
Clear as smog. Can you speak up?
I'm ready. Press the launch button.
Get in the rockets.
Takeoff procedure engaged. Countdown commencing.
Colonel, you've forgotten to tell me the secret of the airship. What do I have to do?
The airship will need to be right up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
1, 0. We have liftoff.
Our cosmos is flying off. In our old tech. Rockets. Need for the bird. Your word. The bird is the word. The bird is the word. Sorry. Dinner time. And we bloody hell. And this, come on, and this. So, this is the end of this episode of Syberia. Follow next time, see if Eightwalker we get back in hands and find opera singer. Press the follow button if you want to know more, or subscribe. When you are, it's really getting on here.